Hello, beautiful souls. I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Today, I am channeling the beings of light. These are the four violet flame color pillars of light that I usually see right behind me, supporting me, guiding me, and giving the messages that we so often get to hear. And we are about to deliver a message for March, for the energies of March, which is this month. So today is March 7th. I am recording today for the energies that this month has coming. And I'm immediately seeing a lot of turmoil in the energies in the air. And this is not the turmoil that is set to happen, but it is what people are buying into. And so this is so incredibly important to be so aware of where we are giving and putting our energy to, because our thoughts create the reality that we live in. As the eclipse nears by, coming up at the beginning of April, there's a lot that's coming up for everyone, and the stuff that's coming up is all stuff that needs to come up. It needs to be seen. It needs to have the light shining on it so that we can be aware of it, so we can transmute it, so we can release it and heal it. And once we do that, once we become aware of it, that's pretty much the healing. You're aware of it, you feel into it, and then you let go of it. And once you do that, you want to fill your body, your energetic body, your human body with light. The reason you want to do this is because every time that we release any type of low frequency energy, energies that are not ours, that do not belong to us, or that are no longer serving us, these energies take up space within our energetic body. And as we release what no longer serves us, which, by the way, this month is a really, really important month to really tune into yourself and tune into the parts of you that are not aligned, the parts that are not being congruent with who you are aware that you are becoming, or remembering that you have always been, and releasing those things. Because the more that you release what no longer serves you, the more space you have to receive the new coding that's coming in through the solar flares, the new codings, and the new energy that is coming in, the new awareness is coming in through the eclipse that's coming up. And so this month is really gearing up to be completely prepared, open, um, and allowing ourselves to receive the new codes, the new upgrades that are available for everyone. So the more that we tune into these parts that are popping up for us, and it's happening to everyone, it's like, oh, why did that happen? Why am I remembering this about 20 years ago? Or what happened to me when I was in grade school? Or this person that I haven't spoken to in years, why are they coming up now and then bringing up all of that hurt, or all of that idea, that energy of whatever happened, right? Why is this happening? It's happening because, first of all, if you are becoming aware and seeing these things, is because part of you is still holding on to either a grudge, anger, sadness, jealousy, any of these low frequency energies, and you're still holding on a little bit within your body. And some of you might say, like, oh yeah, I definitely know what it is, and I definitely have anger or um, resentment towards this situation or person. And some of you might be like, I thought I already released that. It doesn't even bother me anymore. I haven't even thought about it. I did work on this. I released it already. But if it shows up for you, that is a sign that there was still part of it within you. So, really deep within your body, something that you have been holding on, that you didn't want to release, and now it's coming up so that you can face it, you can realize that, you can become aware of it, and then really completely release it. Once we are releasing these energies, these relationships that we had, these experiences that we went through, then you fill yourself with light. And one of the ways that you can fill yourself with light, and I'm going to do it right here, is you, first of all, you ground. So you send a cord from your root chakra all the way to the center of the earth, and you feel really tethered and grounded to the earth. And your root chakra is right where between your legs, when your legs meet your torso. And for those of you who are not aware of that, and then you open up your crown chakra, which is the top of your head. So I imagine a daisy flower, a huge daisy flower, sitting on top of my head, opening all of its petals outwards towards the sun, and then allowing divine light. So you imagine, you figure, you think, whatever comes up for you, of this beautiful, bright, divine light full of love coming in through your crown chakra and beginning to enter your body and fill your body, and specifically go to all the places from where the lower frequencies were just released from. And you don't have to know where they were stored within your body. You are just filling your body and intending for this light to go specifically to the places that are now empty, that are now clean and clear from having released this past energies. Does that make sense? Let me know how that feels to you. And this is something that I do almost on a daily basis. I clean my energy, I release what no longer serves me, or whatever I have picked up from anyone that wasn't me and is not mine to keep, or is not serving me. And then I fill myself with light. And it's a really great exercise for you to do daily if you remember, if you feel called to, because everyone on earth, whether they're aware or not, is going through this stage right now of releasing what no longer serves them. And so everyone is being presented with thoughts, ideas, challenges from the past, or that are repeating themselves in the now in a new situation, but it's something that they have already done before. All of this is showing up for everyone so that we can release them. So there's a lot, this is where the turmoil is. It's like, like spring's coming and you want to move the soil, right? So that you can plant things. So you want to, like, I don't know what the word is, but like you move the soil up and you allow air to come in and then you plant the things. So that's basically what's happening with us. We are being given the opportunity to release things that we may not have been aware of, that we still are carrying or holding, things that are no longer serving us, and definitely things that are keeping us small and keeping us down. And down, for lack of a better word, it means in the low frequencies. So experiencing things that we're really not aligned with, that we're not experiencing a good ease in life, that we're having struggles and troubles instead of ease and love and joy. Those are the low frequencies. So we remain kind of stuck in those energies when we do not release them, because they're all coming up for us to release, but we still have a choice. We always have a choice to allow this to be felt and then let it go, or to allow ourselves to feed it more of the anger, of the sadness, of the jealousy, of whatever frequency is coming up for you, and then give it more fuel and get angry again, get sad again, get all of those things again, and then keep it. And then when we do that, what happens? Our bodies do not have as much space that you're making available to receive the new codings, to receive the new wave and the new downloads that are available for all of us, that are coming through all through this season. So that's a turmoil. The turmoil is things are coming up. Become aware of them. Know that it's showing up, and this is key. When it shows up, know that it's showing up for you because you are ready now to completely let it go. It's showing up now for you so that you can release it from your body, from your mind, from your thoughts, from your energetic body, and then fill yourself with light, and you are now at peace with that person, situation, or whatever it is that's coming up for you. You are being given that opportunity. So take this opportunity, feel into the emotion that you are feeling as these things come up for you, and then release them. Then do something that brings your energy up. So after you fill yourself with light, you want to engage in things that you really enjoy. So things that make you feel happy. It might be a walk in the park or a ride to the beach and then spend the day there doing nothing but just being. It could be playing with your kids or your dog or your cat or whatever animal that you are caring for. It could be volunteering somewhere where you really feel that you are giving back to someone who is really appreciative of what you are doing in that time and a moment. So something that really brings up your joy. It could be playing. And this, guys, it is one of the fastest, greatest, perfect ways for us to raise our frequency. And that is the energy of play. Look at any child playing who's having fun and laughing. And yes, the kids can get into little scuffs with their friends, but then they forgive right away. They get right back up when they fall. They keep on playing, they keep on having fun. And they're having fun in this imaginary world, the imaginary world where there are no troubles, nothing's going wrong. They forget everything. They're just in that present moment having fun, and their frequency is so high. This is why there's like so much laughter, right? And this is why when we watch kids playing like that, we get into this energy of like, wow, that's so cool, or that's so nice, or look how nice. And we begin to feed off their high frequency energy that they are just giving out just by playing. So play. Do something that you would like to do that is playtime, something that you like. Engage in something that is just for you. So let's say you love baking, for example. This is coming up. So one of you, or at least, must be an avid baker here or somebody who really loves to do that. Do you bake for others or do you bake for you? For the sake of baking, for the sake of creating, for the sake of seeing how all of these ingredients become this wonderful masterpiece that you have created, right? So if that's you, then engage in that, right? The whole entire time that you are creating whatever it is that you're creating as you bake, you are present, you are in the moment, you are in full, complete joy, and your frequency is high. That's what you want to do. You want to do that part, get your frequency high, and keep your eye on the goal. And the goal is to be happy, to be joyful, to be experiencing life with the utmost joy that you can every single moment. Even if you are going through some difficult times where you see everything as having no hope or no way out, even in those places, find something, a moment that makes you smile. It's that's how we start. We start with that one little moment. Um, so that's what's coming up for the month of March. The energies are really showing a lot of stuff being pulled out. And it's interesting because I'm a Taurus and so I'm an earth sign, and I'm being shown a lot of earth things. So I'm being shown like the weeds being pulled out of the earth being turned over and being prepared to receive the new seedings. And this is all metaphorical, but it is actually exactly what's going on with us star seeds, with us humans, and even those who are not aware. So how can we help others around us who are not aware or awake and are going through their own stuff that's coming up for them? How can we help them? Right, this is the next part that is showing up, and they want me to talk about this. And basically, we are not here to solve their problems. We are here to shine our light. Just like the sun, shine the light and be an ear. Be that person who holds space with love and compassion for anyone who you might care about that is close to you, who might be going through something that's difficult. and yet they may not be ready to hear or to accept or allow any type of help in this type of realms, the unseen realms, right? So, how can you help them? You help them by being that ear, being that compassionate ear, being that smile, holding their hand, holding space for them so that they can hear you. And really, you're not here to offer any type of solutions or any type of knowledge or awareness that you have. This is important unless they actually begin to ask specific questions of what you are already tuned into. It's very important. And what's coming up, it's several things. Number one, this is their own choice to grow their soul their own way, right? To expand their own way. So when we interfere by offering information that they're not ready to receive, we are, number one, shutting them down from finding this. A lot of times people are scared, and if they're not ready to receive it, they're going to shut it down, and it's going to take longer for them to want to have that curiosity again. So refrain from giving information to people who are not ready. Just allow that ear. Second, when we want to really give them healing or really give them that perspective, and they're again not ready, um, or they're not ready, but they're allowing it, right? Because there's something there, they're kind of curious and they're allowing it, but they weren't ready. So what we're doing is we are preventing their own path from expanding into what it could have been. So kind of like if a child is learning how to walk, a toddler, and we're always holding their feet, as you know, so that they don't fall all the time. It's going to take that child so much longer to learn how to walk and stand on their own feet and balance, um, than a child that you just let them do the trial and error and keep falling and keep trying until they figure it out on their own. Does that make sense? So that's coming up for what do we do for people that we care about, that we love, that are going through difficult things. And I know I have the answer and I know I can help them. Yes. And the way you help them is by being that light, by shining that light and showing them, just by being who you are, that there is another possibility. There could be another way of having life. There could be another way of doing life. That's how you do it. You just hold on to your light and you show them that, hey, all of that stuff that you're watching on TV, all of that negativity that you're seeing there, that you're giving and feeding more. Well, you're not going to say that to them, but like that they're feeding more energy because they're watching it and they're buying into it. All of that stuff doesn't exist for me because I live in a different world, and my world is the one of high frequency, the one where things are working for me all the time, the ones where there's love and ease and joy and compassion. And that's the world that I feed by giving my attention to those things. This is why it came up in playtime or in engaging in things that you really love to do things that are just for you, right? Like baking something because you just love to do it, or maybe you like to paint, or maybe you like to garden, or maybe, and of course, I'm mentioning all the things that I love to do because that's what they're showing me. Maybe you like cars, like classic cars, or maybe you like learning computers. I don't know, whatever it is that really you are the one who love it, and it has absolutely no impact on anyone else other than it's taking you away from them because you're engaged in your own thing. Um, that's what you're being called to do. Just do that. Doing the things that you love to do will raise your frequency the highest and the fastest, because it's kind of like you get in this meditative trance type of way while you're doing these things. You know what I mean? Like, don't be scared of the words of trance or meditation or channeling, even, because we're all doing it all the time. It just has different words, right? It's like being in the zone, right? When you're like in the zone, just like, oh, where were you? Oh, I was just daydreaming there. Yeah, you were in the zone. You were channeling. You were receiving messages. That's what you were doing. But we don't have to label things in a way that will scare people who aren't ready to understand that or receive that. We're here to shine the light. Um, and that's pretty much the energy. Now, they're showing me beginning of April as well. So I'm going to tune into the energy of April here, and this is leading up to the eclipse. They're saying that it's really, really important to go outside in the sun and allow yourself to be touched, sun kissed by the sun. So when it's sunny, when it's nice and you're able to go outside, face the sun, especially early in the morning or in the evening as the sun's going down when it's not so strong. These are really safe times for you to just receive the codes of the sun, and allow yourself to be upgraded just naturally through the sun. So that's showing up. Also, they're showing me facing the sun with your eyes closed. So just closing your eyes and allowing that sunshine, that light to penetrate you through your eyes. Um, Although your eyes are closed, they're saying you're perfectly good to look at the sun in the morning, in the evening, when it's the brightest. Just facing it, allow yourself to receive it through your closed eyes. Does that make sense? And your skin. And they're also talking about unfiltered. That's the word that I got. So that means like no sunglasses or eyeglasses if you wear eyeglasses, and also in your skin not wearing the SPF blockage. So allowing yourself to actually receive the coding through your skin, through your body, through your face, and to know while you're doing this, know that you are receiving upgrades, that you are receiving the new codes that are needed to continue to navigate this ascension process in your body. And you're going to be awakening so many more of your own abilities. You're going to be able to tune in to more things. So even if you're already aware and already using some of the tools that you have become aware of, there's going to be more, or they're going to be more intensified. So I'll give you an example. The other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I don't know. I was walking my dog in the evening and I saw a child playing in the playground that I passed by, and I thought it was peculiar because I couldn't see where the parent was, and it was getting dark, and he was a little kid, like 5, 6. Um, and as I'm walking closer and I'm looking and paying attention, I got the hit. Oh, that's not an actual kid. That's a spirit, a ghost. And yeah, there was no one there. There was no actual child there, like physical person. And obviously, there was no adult either. So this has never, well, yeah, this has never happened to me like this before. I've seen ghosts or spirits before, but I knew they were because they were kind of transparent. But this one was like a solid kid. So this is different for me. And this is one of the upgrades that I received. And then I knew who it was, which is also interesting. Um, and and then I got the confirmation about who that was, like the next day, because I did some research. I was like, oh, I think it's this person, and it was. So that's the type of thing I'm talking about. Like if you're already attuned to some of your gifts, they're going to be expanded. They're going to be stronger, and you're going to receive the answers so much faster. So that's what I mean. And if you're not aware of any of the things that you are able to do, then you are going to begin to see more things that are like, oh, I saw something move, or I saw something out of the corner of my eye, or I knew the answer before they asked me the question, or anything like that. And those are the new codings, and everyone's going through this. So pretty much you're going to be aware of so many more people talking and expressing this type of conversation around them, and they're going to be talking and being excited, like, oh, like I was thinking about my mom and she called me, like the same moment you're going to be hearing this, like just on out around. And another confirmation here, I was at Trader Joe's the other day, and I heard two people who were working there having this whole conversation about the Mandela effect. And then another time I went, and there were two people at the same store talking about something else. Oh, aliens. They were talking about aliens. And it was incredible to like be able to catch on these glimpses of information that people are actually tuning into right now. And it's all around. right? So that's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and pay attention to what's going around and offer your help or your insights only if they're asking you questions. This is really important. Okay. You can engage with them and give your opinions on it, but be very, what's the word? Be very mindful as to how much energy and how much information you share, because you don't want to derail their own awakening by giving too much information and scaring it out of them. And this is directly from my guys, is what they're saying. So yeah, hold on to your hats this month, but know that everything that's happening is happening for your highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to you. Know that nothing is going to show up for you in a way that is really going to be bad. Everything that's happening is happening for a really good cause. And even if it seems kind of bad at the moment, you're going to see how you come out on the other side so much better, stronger, higher. And it's going to be soon. It's not going to be um, like the turnover time takes months or years. You're going to start seeing the results really quickly from moving all of these energies. So just be aware of that and get happy when it happens, when you become aware of these things, because that's key in not buying into the low frequency energies that are being fed to us through social media and everywhere else. Um, so that we go into a state of fear instead of a state of love, right? When we are afraid, we start going down that spiral of fear, and we no longer are in tune with our own selves, with our higher selves, with our God. And our light, and we begin to feed the other energy, which is the low frequency energy, and we do not want to do that. So keep on shining your beautiful light, keep on being who you are, keep on being really aware of what's going on around you, and get happy every time that you make a connection, because that's really going to help you keep your frequency high. With that, I'm going to go. I love you so much. Leave a comment, follow, share this podcast, or on my YouTube channel, wherever it is that you are following it. Let me know how this landed for you. And if you are needing some type of support in your own ascension process, let me know, reach out. I have a really great new space for you that is a group space where you can really heal so deeply and open up to your own spiritual gifts. That place is called Activated, and that's a one-on-one space. And I also have Activated 2, which is a group. That's the one I was talking about. Activated 2 is the group space that gives you pretty much everything that Activated does, but it is in a shared group, which is amazing because you get to make connections and friends with like-minded people. So if any of that is resonating with you, and you are thinking like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I have been looking for, the type of support and journey that can bring me to the next level, so that I can trust and know what's actually happening, because I've been seeing things move, I've been seeing things around at the corner of my eye, and I don't want to know. I want to know what it is, because sometimes it scares me. First of all, let me tell you, don't be scared. And I want to know what it is, or how to use it positively in my life. Then reach out, because that is what I do, and this is what this is meant to do, to help you get there really, really fast. I love you so much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.